Hi again, everybody. I'm Bill Phillips. Oh, it's dark. We need to turn the studio lights on. Let's see here. And Jordan said, "Let there be light."
Oops.
I don't know if that actually helped or not. It might be better that I'm hidden in the darkness. Jordan, how are you on this Tuesday?
Good. How are you, Bill?
I'm good. That's Jordan, producer extraordinaire, and she is with us today for the 9-Minute Phillip. As she is most days on the 9-Minute Phillip. You know who's with us every day on the 9-Minute Phillip? Valley Converting. If you have paper products that need to be recycled, make sure you get them to Valley Converting in the Gem City, T-Town, Toronto, Ohio. Give them a call. And actually, if you bring enough paper products, you may make some money. And if you just have some storage room, you want to get rid of some paper stuff. Maybe it's tax season, so I was thinking the tax returns that are 20 years old. You don't need them anymore, allegedly. So, they say, what is it? 7 years, keep 7 years worth of your tax returns in case you get audited. So, yeah, I've got to get rid of some of those. All right. Well, anyways, so want to thank everybody, Mike Biasi and crew up at Valley Converting. So we've got our national days today. There's a lot of them today on February 11th. Let's go over some of them. And some of them, we'll get rid of some of the ones that we're kind of like, all right, whatever. National Safer Day on the Internet. So one of the things at WTOV 9 Sinclair, they're always making sure that we're being safer on the internet, make sure that we're not being phished or fooled or whatever. So we have to do a lot of practice on that. So basically, I don't open anything anymore. I'm not going to touch it. Not going to touch it. But good rule of thumb. If you don't know who it's from, if you don't recognize it,
if there's like symbols in the email or something. That's
anything that doesn't look right or look, I have this email from Amazon and it says I ordered a package and you didn't order a package.
Right.
Don't click on the link to give them information, because once you click on the link, you might get infected and all that type of stuff. So not you, but your computer, and then that's an absolute mess. And they can, so just be smart, be safe on the internet. Sarah says good morning. Waiting for snow. All right. Now, are you waiting for the snow or do you want the snow, or is it a combination of both? Because I know some people like Jordan, she's like, I would really like the snow and I'm waiting for it.
No.
She's saying no. She wants 75 degrees and sunny right now. Yep. So, Sarah, good morning. And we may get a little bit of snow. Now, the thing is, Jeff Exline, our chief meteorologist and Mr. Weatherman himself, he says, it's depending on where you are in the Ohio Valley, it could be a trace, it could be nothing, maybe an inch if you're further south, depending on where the storm goes. So Sarah loves the snow. Jeff loves the snow as well. I don't mind the snow.
I like the snow, but I don't like driving in the snow.
Amen. Now, if it snowed a foot, fine. As long as it's all on the grass and nothing on the roadway.
Yeah.
I guess that would be good. That could be a superpower. You could wish for the ability to make the snow where you want it to snow.
Okay.
So I'm going to have it snow everywhere but the road. So, hey, here's a foot of snow. Enjoy, but it's not going to be nothing on the road. So you don't have to worry about driving in the snow. But I don't really mind driving in the snow, but it's kind of, it gets a little crazy out there. But yeah, so there may be a little bit of snow. Next week, there may be a better chance for a little more snow. So Sarah, thanks for joining us. If you have anything else you want to share, if we're talking about any of the days that you're interested in, or if you have anything that you want to comment on, just send it in. So thanks for joining us. Anybody that's out there. So National Safety Day on the computers. National Inventor Day. How about this? The genius behind invention. And I think they tied this in with Thomas Edison. He's a pretty big inventor, born in 1847, lived in 1931.
Is it his birthday today?
It is his birthday today.
Okay.
So I think that's part of the
deal.
The
light bulb, right?
The light bulb, yep. Now, it's National White Shirt / T-Shirt Day. And that is more for workers in the labor unions. Back in 1937, there's a big auto strike, and white shirts were a symbol for the workers. And it helped, they believe, end the strike. So that is a day that goes back in history. You've heard this expression: "Don't cry over spilled milk."
Yep.
All right. Well, the first one really came from No Weeping Over Shed Milk. So it's basically, and that was back in 1659 or 1695, I think. One of the two. But it's all about having a positive attitude. It's not necessarily about the milk that you spilled or you dropped something. It's all about keeping a positive attitude. Let's see. Oh, here's the other one, and this is an important one. And Doug Sauter, Jordan wouldn't. We might know the name Doug Sauter, but he was when the Wheeling Nailers, then the Wheeling Thunderbirds, came to the Ohio Valley. He was the first head coach of the Wheeling Thunderbirds. And Doug Sauter, he was a gentleman that he just tremendous individual, tremendous hockey coach. And I say that because he in my dealings with him and what he did for that team and for the profile of that team, I just found him to be very genuine and just thoroughly enjoyed his company when we had a chance to talk on and off the camera. We did a show called Coach's Corner, the Thunderbirds. I can't even remember what the title was, but the first 2 years we did the show, we would do a Coach's Corner. We'd have to fill up about 6-7 minutes of the show. And I remember one time, Del Barris and myself, he was a photographer, we drove down to what's now West Banco Arena. It was just the Wheeling Civic Center. And it was about 5:30 in the morning. And I showed up. I said, Coach, we have to do the Coach's Corner. So what are you talking about? I said, we have a 5-minute hole in the show. Everything else is done. You guys are leaving. We have to do this show. And he goes, all right. Start hanging. I'll go to the locker room, find Joel, the play-by-play guy. So I go on the bus. Everyone's sitting there and they're all looking at me like, why is Bill on the bus? and I found Joel, the play-by-play, and I said, Joel, we need to go do the Coach's Corner. He goes, right now? And I said, yeah, I've got it. And so he's like, all right. So he looked like he was dead asleep. And Coach did, everything was great. But one of the things that always stood out to me, and at first I kind of, I was 25, 26. It didn't make as much of an impression on me as it should have. And then as he did it more and more, it did. But we would do games all the time. We did a bunch of games, did playoff games, regular season games. And one of the things he would always do, he would thank everybody for watching, but he would thank the shut-ins for watching, people that couldn't get out. So he would say, we play for you. He made a point of mentioning shut-ins, and that if you had a chance to go and visit people that can't get out of their house for whatever reason, and visit them, because it's important for those people to feel that connection, feel that love. And he was a guy that would go down to the hospital. Someone he'd just show up, whether you knew him or not, he'd show up. And the great thing was he had one of those mustaches that was you think Andy Reid's got a big mustache? Pales in comparison to what Coach Sauter had. Coach Sauter had this big old mustache, and he would go and visit people, and he took it upon himself to do that. And at the time, I thought, shut-ins going, and I didn't get it. And now that I'm older and understand what that actually is and what it means, it's a big deal. And he always did that. So I want to give him a shout out on that. And just a really, really good dude. And if you do have a chance, if you know somebody that doesn't get out of their place where they live, or maybe they're in a nursing home and you know them and haven't had a chance to go and visit, if you can, go and visit, because it'll mean a lot. So National Shut-In Day. Then, Jordan, you like guitars? Do you play guitar?
No.
No? Okay. You don't like guitars, or you just don't play guitar?
I don't play. I can't. I don't.
All right.
I wanted to learn when I was younger, so my parents bought an acoustic guitar.
Oh, okay.
And
what's the closest thing you can play to a song?
Nothing.
Really?
Yeah, nothing anymore. I don't remember it. Okay. Yeah, no.
Well, it is National Guitar Day.
It was always I don't know, really does
Yeah. You gotta get a pick.
Yeah.
Because it really makes
But even holding down the strings,
it's not easy.
No, that hurts.
No. It's National Guitar Day today. And one of the things they mentioned were some of the greats of guitar playing. And I don't know if you have a favorite, Sarah. Maybe you have a favorite. People always mention Jimi Hendrix. They mention Eric Clapton, Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah, my dad always says that Van Halen is his favorite band, but
Oh, Eddie Van Halen
he's like
he was a genius.
one of the best. Yeah.
His song Eruption. And basically what he would do when he first started to do it, because nobody knew what he was doing, he would turn his back to the audience so no one could film it. And he would play this intro. It was about a minute or two long, and it was unbelievable. If you haven't heard it, click on Eruption and for Eddie Van Halen and just listen to it.
What is I don't know, the guy that would like talk.
Oh, Peter Frampton.
Is that him?
He would have he would talk and it would sound.
And it would be like.
Yeah. I think it was Peter Frampton. Yeah. He was good. But now I haven't seen Eric Clapton, and some people think he's the greatest guitar player ever. Have not seen him in person. Didn't see Jimi Hendrix. I did see Eddie Van Halen in concert. Amazing. First concert I ever went to, Bushnell Park, Hartford, Connecticut, free concert in the summertime. Do not know what the benefit was, but B.B. King, the blues master that many guitar players have visited, talked to. Clapton and him do an album called Riding with the King. And it's Eric Clapton.
Yeah.
It's Eric Clapton and B.B. King, and they do just some tremendous guitar playing. But I saw him in Bushnell Park. That was the first concert I had ever seen, and I thought to myself, what is this guy's doing? This is fantastic. He was absolutely sensational. And it was back in the day. It would have been, I think it's going into my freshman year or freshman summer from high school. And I'm sure right now they probably would have shut it down for unsafe stage. It was literally like scaffolding and some boards of plywood.
Oh, really?
And but B.B. King killed it, and I became a B.B. King fan for life. I mean, he's just unbelievable. All right, Sarah, checking back in. Talking earlier about shut-ins. My sons visit nursing home patients every Sunday. That's tremendous. That is tremendous. Thank your sons for me and Jordan. And that is something that I'm sure it means a lot to everybody that they visit with and everybody that they talk to. I remember my son, Ian. He may have gotten in a spot of trouble when he was very young in his licensing driver's license time, where he may have gotten a ticket. And he had to go to court because the ticket was a little too high, so he had to go. And one of the things that the judge did was assign him community service, and one of the options was to go to the Urban Mission in Steubenville. So he went, and he was supposed to. What was he supposed to? Oh, he's supposed to go and like do the dishes or whatever, but they had him bring food out and clean up trays and stuff. And what happened was, he goes, Dad, it was actually pretty good. I really enjoyed it. And I said, well, what'd you do? And he said, well, a few of the people realized that I was the kicker on the football team for Big Red, and they recognized me. And then they just wanted me to sit and talk. And that was it. And he said it just seemed like that really made him happy. And then I talked to the person in charge of the Urban Mission. I mean, how's he doing? Is he doing okay? And she said, yeah. And I told her about what was going on. And she said, a lot of times it's more important than cleaning up the dishes, washing the dishes, if you can just talk to some people. So, Sarah, please thank your sons for that. That's tremendous. Jamie Ely, Mark Knopfler, Money for Nothing has to be one of the cleanest guitar intros ever. Absolutely. Mark Knopfler of, I can't think of it now. It's escaping me. Oh, geez. Why can't I think of this? Oh, Dire Straits. What? No, that doesn't sound right. I can't think of Mark. Look up Mark Knopfler.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, he's tremendous. I mean, I remember. Just Money for Nothing is tremendous. And there's some other songs that escape me right now. But all right, JCHS volunteers occasionally take pets to the nursing homes, and the residents love them. Yeah, you bring a dog or a cat in. And people can just sit and relax and, check in with the animals. It relaxes everybody. All right, Joe checking in. Morning to Joe. Absolutely morning to Joe. Okay, so we've talked. Oh, so anyways, Guitar Day. And Jamie, it seems like you are very much a guitar person. So I don't know if you've seen this show, but anybody that's into guitars, I watched it the other day just by accident almost.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was on Netflix, and I was just looking for something to watch. I didn't want to watch a sports documentary. I didn't want to watch a movie. So I'm just kind of flipping through the documentaries, and I find Norm's Rare Guitars. And I'm like, well, what is this? What is this, pray tell? Norm's Rare Guitars. So flipped it on. And I don't know if I talked about this the other day or not, but it was a gentleman that lived in Miami and started to collect guitars. And he bought a guitar for $20. Lady didn't know what she was selling him. He was like, I'm $20. I'm going to go. And he got the guitar. Mm-hmm. It was worth, it was in a car accident like 3 days later. So the guitar was broken, but the insurance company wanted to know how much they were going to have to pay for this guitar. And he had the expert that he was buddies with. He had already said, yeah, this thing's about priceless. So the insurance company said, well, he goes, give him $2,000, $1,200, whatever, because it's really valuable. So then he started collecting guitars. Well, now he's out in California. He's gone through 3 different locations. And at the end, he had gotten sick a little bit. But I mean, you want to talk about legends? Van Halen, Bruce Springsteen, guitar player, and it through and through. And you see these guitars are absolutely amazing. So if you are into guitars and you have Netflix, or you can find Norm's Rare Guitars, check it out, because it is pretty cool. And then they had on Tuesdays or something like that, a day like today, if someone stopped by and they said, hey, play the guitar. So the guy's playing the guitar, he would post the people playing. Yeah. So this one guy's on there, and he's now a star. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. He's playing this one guitar, and it's like, wow, this guy's really good. Then he starts to sing, and it's like, where's that voice coming from?
Wow.
He looks like he's about 17 with a 50-year-old voice that's thick and deep, and the whole thing. It's the great show. And then the charity work that he does. So Jamie Ely specifically, because you're the one that mentioned Mark Knopfler. Mark Knopfler, my dad is one of his favorites too. But if you get a chance to watch it, I think you'd really enjoy it. Sarah, checking back in, worked in a nursing home 35 years. Loved it. My mom worked in a nursing home. My mom was a nurse. She's retired now. But she worked in a nursing home. I remember when I was a kid, that was the first job that I can remember that she had. She worked in a nursing home, and then she worked in surgery. She did a little everything. I think after a couple of years and everything, she got a little bored, and then was like, I'll try something new. Mm-hmm. But she did work in a nursing home. Yeah. So Sarah, thank you for your work, because I know a lot of people count on the nurses to get them through. So thank you for that. Okay. So I think we have one more national day to do. And it's one that Jordan's really not necessarily all that excited about. It's National Peppermint Patty Day. This is special to me, too. Birthdays today. Thomas Edison, we mentioned him. Burt Reynolds, the former Florida State Seminole, posed in Cosmo, Longest Yard, Deliverance, some great movies. Born in 1936, passed away in 2018. His birthday today. Sheryl Crow, tremendous singer-songwriter. Born in 1962, still with us, thank goodness, and doing well. And then Jennifer Aniston from the show Friends, born in 1969. And so February 11th, pretty good day for birthdays. All right, so here you go. This is why National Peppermint Patty Day is important to me. So, Jordan, you're not a fan of the peppermint patty.
No.
But your mom is thrilled with the peppermint patty.
Yeah.
So how's that go? Maybe you know what? Maybe she had peppermint patties when she was getting ready to have you, and they say like sometimes what the mom eats during the time when she's getting ready. I just don't like them. I think you need to ask her that.
They make me sick.
You need to ask her that. See if she just say, hey mom, when you were pregnant with me, did you eat any peppermint patties? Because they say the baby after it's born, a lot of times what the mom ate during pregnancy, the baby doesn't like anymore.
Yeah, I don't like it.
So I don't know. It could be something. Or I could be talking out of my hat. I don't know. But anyways, 1840, Quiggins on the island of Man in the Irish Sea. They started making the peppermint patty. Then in 1880, Kendall Mint Cake Company started making the peppermint patty type situation. But now in the United States, out of York, Pennsylvania, apparently, not the oldest, but the most well-known, York peppermint patties. And I believe part of that is due to the design logo on their York peppermint patty.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to do a little bragging. My dad, back in, I think it was 1972, could have been 73, could have been 71. I'm not sure. I was little at the time. But my dad, he did the logo for the York peppermint patty. And
very cool.
so the blue circle with the cursive of the York going across it, the whole packaging thing. He's a graphic designer. And so it's one of those things, whenever I see a York peppermint patty, I'm like, all right, there's Dad's work. Some people, maybe their dad's an artist and they have a painting in a museum somewhere. They can go see that. No, you can see the York peppermint patty just about any store that you walk into. The only unfortunate thing is no royalties from the York Candy Company, because if they did, wow, that would be pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to. I mean, if you get a tenth, not even a tenth. I mean, if you get a dime out of every York peppermint patty, or a penny out of every York peppermint patty sold across the country for 1 year, I would imagine you get some cash.
Yeah,
and that's how I have to say it when it's that much cash. So anyway, so a big day for the peppermint patty, and a big day for my dad, I like to think. And I had no idea that this was the national day. I had no idea. But so if you love him, you hate him. Okay, I'm fine with that. But I'm very proud of my dad when I'm able to say that, because he did a lot of other great designs, logos, artwork, all kinds of beautiful stuff. But that's the one that it's stood the test of time, where it's gone from the early 70s to now, and it hasn't changed at all. So good job, Dad. Way to go. Way to go. We'll get you a York peppermint patty later. He's trying to cut out the sugars, though, so he might not eat it. He's like, I'm like, but you could celebrate with York peppermint patty on the day that you did your design and it's peppermint patty day, couldn't you?
Yeah,
I think
so.
Yeah. It's like, all right, Dad, take a day off from, controlling your sugars. Anyways, I'm very proud of my dad, and that's one of those things that it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat to be able to go into a store and see that. So, it's peppermint patty day. So, anyways, you know what? This is my suggestion for the day. Grab yourself a York peppermint patty and get a guitar out. Listen to some here's one. Oh, and Eric Clapton. And I don't know if Jamie Ely knows this. Maybe she does. Maybe she doesn't. Eric Clapton. What did he say? Someone said, "Oh, you're the best guitar player in the world."
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Not right now." And they said, well, who would that be? He goes, "You need to check in with Prince." Now, Prince is gone,
mm-hmm.
but always love Prince. Always love Prince. But if you go to you put it on YouTube, wherever you can find it, it's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And I don't know who was being inducted at the time. It might have been, I'm not sure who, but they play My Guitar Gently Weeps. It's got all-star band, Tom Petty singing the song, George Harrison's sons playing a guitar in it. I mean, it's just everybody's in it. And then Prince comes on. He's playing off to the side, and then he takes over the guitar solo.
Mm-hmm.
Forget it. Mm-hmm. It is absolutely amazing. So if you have an opportunity to watch that today, do yourself a favor. As Coach Sauter would say, if you have an opportunity, go visit somebody that maybe is having a tough time. Go and visit them, and take what maybe if you can do it. Maybe it's not going to be everybody can do what they can do. So Sarah, maybe follow her son's example, and go and visit some people. So there's a lot to do, but you can always do it with the York peppermint patty if you like them. And if you don't like them, just look at the logo. Yeah, okay, it's not a bad logo. It's actually pretty good. Jordan will stay away from them. You should get your mom some York peppermint patties for a present. When's her birthday?
June.
I think a bag of York peppermint patties would be perfect.
Maybe.
All right. Well, we're gonna go. Jordan, anything to add? No, we're good. Okay. What'd you think of Jalen Hurts going to Disney?
I figured.
Yeah.
They always go to Disney.
Yeah.
Someone always goes to Disney.
Yeah, it's true. Usually the MVP, so he got to go.
Mm-hmm.
How you feeling about Taylor Swift today? Just covering both sides of the game because
I mean, fine.
Yeah, is she coming out with a new album? Did we really think that a lot of people seem to think that they might get engaged after the game?
I think maybe if they would have won. I actually would like to know if that was the
truth.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And some people said it wasn't even real when it started. Jordan.
Yeah.
I think Jordan, Addison, Chloe, the whole newsroom.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't real. This is something. I don't know what this is. This isn't real.
Yep.
And I was always going, yeah, it's love. Come on, it's love. Yeah, I had no idea. I just figured I'd instigate.
That's right.
Because you know why? That's fun to me. Anyways, until next time, everybody, remember the 2 rules. Have fun and always try your best. And Sarah and Jamie and Judy and Joe, can't thank you guys enough for checking in. And Valley Converting, can't thank them enough for their sponsorship as well. Until next time, everybody, the 2 rules are have fun and always try your best. Have a great day, everybody. We'll talk to you next.